On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 35. Let's go, team.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dean Lowry. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Switch. Watch twist. Check 26.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Squeeze, double. Run. He's done right here. Check.
Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready, blue 80. That's 25. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
ready. 280.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
On first down, it's Freeman. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the Falcons' 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
I
can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Echo. Yeah, Liz. We are going.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Right now, you got 58.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will get this into the zone.